again, miners. I'm Sarah Manter, and I'm here to offer you a little crypto coaching. In my last video, we talked about how you can connect your US bank account to your Prohashing account so that you can get paid out in US dollars straight to your bank account through ACH processing. If you haven't checked out that video yet, I do recommend that you check that one out first. The link is available in the video details down below, along with any other links you're going to need today. In this video, we're going to talk about the more advanced ways that you can use these ACH transfers. This information is also available in our ACH Payouts guide. You're going to want to scroll down toward the bottom under the heading Advanced US Dollar Payout Features. It's a pretty short section, but if you learn a little bit better through text or you want to check out the screenshots, make sure you come to this page. The first feature I'd like to talk about is automatic electricity payments. Where utility companies tend to expect US dollars as payment, it may be helpful to be able to anticipate your electricity costs and set aside that amount of dollars for when your bill comes due. Prohashing has made this easier. If you have your W&P arguments set to track wattage and electricity costs, Prohashing can automatically calculate your electricity costs and send them pre-tax to your US bank account. Let's take a look at how you can set your W&P arguments. You're going to need to calculate your wattage and your electricity costs from your electric bill. But once you have these numbers, you can use the worker configurator to help you with the rest. You can get there from the Prohashing homepage by clicking on Tools and then Worker Configurator. You can also get there from the link that's displayed down below in the video details. I'm going to set this up with the @hash algorithm because that's what I use for my GPU, but you would put in whatever algorithm is appropriate for you. We can put in a worker name, which is basically the nickname for our worker, and it'll show up on our mining dashboard. Then I'm also going to click on Track Electricity. This brings up boxes where you can put in the numbers you just calculated for your wattage and your electricity cost. As you can see, it now shows up in your password arguments in your worker configuration, which you can then use in a little bit. Now we're going to jump over to the configuration file for our worker. You can open these with the text editor of your choice, but I'm going to use Notepad because it comes free with Windows. This is my mine.bat file for my GPU, and you can see here we have the algorithm, we have the URL, and this is where you would put your Prohashing username in. The password arguments go here, and these are the algorithm and my worker name. I'm going to add in now the wattage and password arguments here. Make sure you don't have any spaces in between any of your arguments and that they're separated by commas. And then you're going to hit Save. Once you've saved the file, you're ready to turn on your automatic electricity payments. We're going to head back over to the Prohashing website and find our payout settings. Click on the hamburger menu, go to Payouts, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and click on ACH options. Here I'm assuming that you've already connected your bank account, so if you haven't, I recommend checking out our video on connecting your bank account before continuing on. Once your bank account has been verified, you should also see the option for automatic electricity cost payouts. It's a toggle switch. All you need to do is click on here, it turns orange, and voila, you're ready to receive your already pre-calculated electricity payments pre-tax to your US bank account. Now, another use for ACH payouts would be vendors that only accept dollars or taxes. Tax time can definitely sneak up on us, so it might be helpful to be able to set aside dollars for when tax time rolls around in April. While I cannot give you financial advice, and this tutorial is definitely not an alternative for a consultation with an attorney or an accountant, I can give you a hypothetical situation that might help you figure out how to set aside tax dollars. through ACH processing. Let's assume you want to set aside the 45% for your taxes. This is going to be done as a payout proportion up at the top of your payout settings. Remember, these payout proportions are what's left after we've already set aside the electricity payments by clicking on the toggle switch. When I originally set the US dollar payout proportions in the first video, I just picked a random number, but we're going to set this as our estimated tax rate. Remember that the total proportions have to equal 100 up top, and then it's the 100% of what's left over after we've set aside our electricity costs by clicking on the toggle switch. Now that my total proportions equal 100 up top, I can save my proportions and voila! We're ready to have our electricity payments automatically sent to our US bank account, and we've set a US dollar proportion to save a little bit of money for when tax time rolls around in April. So, our electricity costs are being pre-calculated by Prohashing and sent straight to our bank account in US dollars. We've set aside a percentage of our earnings in US dollars to be sent to our bank account and set aside for our taxes in April. And what's left of our earnings will still get paid out just like always in the coins of our choice. And that's it for now. Keep an eye out for future videos from Prohashing, and if you find them helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time, miners.